thanks for watching our latest video. If you like what you saw, please hit the subscribe button now. Also,
okay, so what's the next mod in the Z? Well, I ordered up some Omp harnesses, as you can see, but on a 350Z you want to run a harness bar, so I ordered up a nice harness bar in red. Well, it's time for fitting. Hey, how hard can it be? So first time using this head cam, this is interesting. Just sit down a bit. Right, so I wanted a harness and I wanted harness bars, or a harness bar and harnesses. So I'll do a bit of the video of me fitting it, but you can see now the harness bar is in. Right, I've just slid the driver's seat forward, going to do the same for the passenger seat. Get a bit more room. Knock the seat belt off of it. Right, how hard can it be? Right, try to be very careful not to break anything. Well, that was a lot more simple than I expected. So, get these bolts done up. So, I decided to put it underneath the carpet. You'll see in a second. Loosen it off a bit because I want to put the carpet forward a little bit, otherwise it's going to look a bit stupid. There we go. I've just moved the carpet forward a little bit to make it look a bit prettier. I've already done up the other side. Actually, look, you can see, looks quite tidy in there, nothing really showing. Right, nice and tight. Right, so let's just, there you go, carpet goes back over it. Amp cable still connected to earth. Right, so the last thing to do, I think, is to do these up. I'm just about to do the harnesses. I got 4-point Omp harnesses. I've already bolted in one section. I haven't strapped in the back section. There you go. Started undoing. So I'm keeping the original seat belts because my daughter goes in the car. So if you look over there, I'll show you in a second. Just take this off. A lot easier if I didn't have a crap load of stuff in the back of the car, but it's coming undone anyway, look. Right, so what we're going to do is compare the length of this one to our new ones we've got, if they're going to be any longer. We're not going to need the spacer in there. See what we've got. I think they're about the same length. And that's going to go through the back of here. So let's just run that through. Just for a minute out of the way. Right, so this one's got to go down here. And we're keeping the original, because as I said a minute ago, my daughter goes in the car and I've got to use it for a child seat. Okay, so make sure we get it the right way around. Just let it slip through. Get that out of the way for a minute. Make sure we're doing this the right way around. Job's a good one. Back down to what we're doing. Right, this bit up by hand to start with. That's it, that's not going anywhere. So the next part, which is quite interesting, is we've got to set these rears. So they say get in your seat and set them where they're comfortable. Not very easy to do that. So I'm going to have a bit of a guess. Do these up. Right, make sure it's nice and straight, because look, you don't want it to be. Right, so they're all straight. I'm going to try it from a different angle. Let's do it from inside the boot. So from what I read and the instruction booklet that came with the Omp harnesses, so we want that to be about there, I think. It goes under, keeping it nice and straight. Through, yep, through there like that. Now you want to keep the bit on top, or so I read, and then it goes through that bit. Obviously it was really tight, it has to be. So what we're going to do is we're just going to do that bit to start with. Do exactly the same on the other side. Just pull it all through. Right. This is where you obviously got to try to keep it level. Right. Again, nice and straight. Put it through. Keep it as it is. Right. So, in theory, I'm going to keep it straight, or did I just mess it up? I can keep it straight. So in theory now we need to go and test the harness. Parts on the harness bar. Let's try and get in again and see what happens. So it's tight. That's looking good. Well, definitely not going anywhere, that's for sure. Still reaches stereo, which is a bonus. So every time I've had one of these harnesses before, I'll be sitting in the harness and you can't touch the stereo, or you can't touch the controls, which is really unuseful. However, my mate I was just speaking to that has these said you can't close the door, and oh, I can just about reach the vent, so that's a bit difficult, but the harnesses are in. The final part of this is to lock them in place. So I'm happy they're sitting where they should be sitting, on the top as they should be. Make sure they're very tight. Now this piece comes back down here again, which is obviously really difficult because it's super tight. I'm not going to be worried about mine dangling down there, there's nothing behind it. So, just what it is, isn't it? If I can get it through. As you can see, with so much webbing going through these, it makes it super tight. Right. And that's going nowhere. Right. Again, that one's tight. Making sure it's proper tight. Now we're coming back through here again, which essentially locks the webbing. Now, I've got all this. It was on the instructions. That one's a bit loose. It probably needs tightening up. Okay, so I didn't do that one right, so I'm going to undo it again. Needs to be tighter than that. Some people do leave them loose like that, but from what I understand, it should be quite tight up here. Not necessarily mega tight, but pretty damn tight. That's a lot tighter than it was. So let's go for the lock again. Okay, that's 2 harnesses in. Okay, so harness and harness bar completed. As you can see from the back, harness bar is all bolted in. Harnesses bolted down there, they've got the full strap on the back, lovely and sturdy. I've also managed to, the harness bar I wanted, managed so I could keep my sub where I wanted it. Oh, that's the end of another one.
Thanks for watching our latest video. If you like what you saw, please hit the subscribe button now. Also, feel free to follow us on Instagram. Addresses are scrolling across the bottom of the screen now. See you again soon as we continue with our mad life.